Hello boys and girls, we've got something a bit different for you today. This is a line battle. It is in Mount&Blade, however it is for a mod that is slightly different. This is North and South. So, this is essentially lots of dogs. So, there you go, the reset has been done. So you've obviously got the Confederate States versus the Union, 98 players versus 86. So this should be interesting to see how it goes. Random old people in there as well. So you've got cavalrymen. Let's see how things go. So you can see, there we go, there's Louisiana Lord Gax. And everything is working according to plan. You see the guys getting themselves set up. Looking resplendent, don't they look funny? Look at that. Hooah. Okay, so there is Father Jack. Looking wonderful. And there is Major General Nitek. Also looking wonderful. So here you have the Confederate States. Now, this is the Union with Old Glory, as you can see. So, look at these flag holders, aren't they wonderful? There's George O'Neill. So what you're going to see is a line battle. Now, obviously, this is not long after the Napoleonic Wars, you know. So the technology's not that dissimilar. The rifles may be a little bit, or the muskets may be a little bit more accurate. And the cavalry may be a little bit better armed. And also, obviously, any artillery. There have been advances. So this is essentially what we're looking at. So going to be a wonderful line battle here with sides, lots of people on this, and it's going to be good fun. Okay. Here are the Union troops. There is Brigadier General Feldsau. So obviously the Union troops getting set up into what appears to be a nice double line formation. Or double column, I should say. So getting themselves all set up. Let's tell you about the guys. So we've obviously got Louisiana, Orleans. Look at all these guys. 1st VA, 15 ALA. This is on the Confederate. And then you've obviously got Irish Brigade, 54th, 14th. So many in here. It's hard to mention all of them. But the sides are favouring the Union at the moment. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So, there we go, Major General Lance, and we are live, and the troops are marching in, taking a steady walk into the battlefield. So, marching forward in well-drilled lines in towards the battle. So, look at these fine fellas, don't they look wonderful? Lieutenants and, or lieutenants I suppose in this case, flag holders left and right, and officers at the sides, making sure the men remain in line, as you can see. All these fine fellows here as we fly over the top of them. So, we are just going to wait and see what happens, because any minute now, well, probably actually near 5 minutes from now, there will be an awful lot of rifle fire and an awful lot of bulleted death. If you look in the far foreground, right in the middle of the screen, you might just be able to see them. There is the enemy. So they decided to move their speed up a little bit. As you can see, here comes the line of Confederate troops over near this bridge. Now, this looks like it might be a scout, possibly, for the Confederacy. Let's see what these guys are doing up. Or see what these guys are doing, or what they're up to. There we go. So there is Major General Nitek for the Confederacy. He is checking out the Union troops and now backing off, as it looks like we might have a battle on the side of the river, possibly. Or they might try and get across on the river. So let's see what happens. So, let's see. Yeah, it looks like they Now, this could be interesting. I think they might be going to try and get across the battle and make their way behind this retaining wall. That retaining wall will then give them the cover that they need to fire back at the Confederacy. Now, you can see the Confederacy here making a movement behind these barricades. So I think it's fair to say this is going to be the battle area. So let's see. The line's being set up. Nice double line formation there. So as you can see, look at these fellas. So beautiful fluting in the background. So this is the Confederacy troops waiting in line for the Unions to make their way over to the battle line. Let's see, here we go. Here are the Union troops. Now, it just matters, just want to see what goes on here. Now, obviously, they've got the advantage of the brow of the hill protecting them from the Confederates. The Confederates here do not really have a lot of defensive. I mean, obviously, they've got this stuff in place that can stop them being charged, but they don't have a lot of things to stop bullets except their bodies, which, needless to say, would be less than advantageous. So, onto the battlefield come the Unionists. So, here we go. The Union troops are moving in, and fire is then Oh, look at all that fire coming in from the Confederacy troops. Looks like they're moving up to try and get into a good position. Looks like the front line will need to get into position, get crouched so that they can put massive firepower back onto the Confederacy. There we go. Looks like they're presenting. Look at this. Isn't this wonderful? Oh, look at that. Oh, heavens. That's fantastic. Oh my god, that is just fantastic. So much fire. Oh heavens. Let's see if we can watch this from the point of view as we're watching them present. Look at that. Wow, look. Oh heavens above. Look at that fire coming in. Lots of the DA there. Losing a lot of people. And bit of lag going on. Let's see how the Confederates are doing. They are being protected a little bit. God, look at this firepower, man. It's just amazing. All the guys reloading in order, all firing together. This takes serious drilling by the guys. Got to say, this is extremely impressive. Look at... Oh, bit of fire coming in from the Union troops. Takes down the Confederates. Fire is returned by a serious amount. As you can see, they're certainly getting the range here. The Union troops... okay, we've got a random guy going in. And that's not going to last very well. Yeah, so unfortunately Ben Obi is no more. Now the question is, how's it going with numbers? Now as you can see, the Union troops here, their numbers are being thinned by very effective and withering fire from the Confederacy. However, the Confederacy, difficult to say who's got more numbers. I think it's it is pretty equal, I would say. Let's see. 61 versus 57, yeah, so it's pretty good across the board at the moment. Now the question is, you can see all this barricading has been taken down by the fire. So, all very good. See shots going on. Oh, heavens! Gotta love the rapid fire of these guys. This is fantastic. Absolutely stonkingly good stuff. So look at them all presenting at the same time. And fire. Oh dear, that is just so beautiful. So beautiful to watch. It really is. Look at that. Confederacy. Now, this is interesting, you see. I noticed the Confederacy, they kind of... The fire back is not in one great big huge volley that the Union troops are doing. Now, it could be that that's actually what's taking out quite a few of these Confederacy guys, because if you look, the fire coming over from the Union guys is actually in one great big huge volley. So it could be that that's actually... See what I mean? Look. More of the Confederacy being taken down here. So I think it could be the drilling of the Union troops here actually making an advantage against the Confederacy. The Confederacies are tightening up their lines, getting back into position. There we go. Mass fire from the Confederacy. And it's looking a bit all bleak for the Confederacy, I have to say. Let's move over to the Unions. and see how these fellas are going up. Now, they're obviously tightening up their lines, obviously, moving everybody back in. Nice front line there for the... Oh, oopsie daisy. That was a little bit of a team kill there. Good to know it happens in this mod as well. So you can see 28 versus 40. The Union definitely have the advantage. You've got to say, these guys pretty damn accurate with the rifles. Oh, the commander's just been shot off his horse. So it looks like this fine fella here. Now, there's Major General Nitek has just lost his mount. So that's not good. Now, look at this, the Confederacy. These guys are not doing well. 24 versus 39. Now 23. It's not looking good for them. The question is, are they going to do a charge situation, or are they going to move behind these additional barricades? The question is, what are they going to do? Yep, looks like they're moving behind the barricades and trying to use the extra cover that will provide. Now, let's see what's going on with the Unionists over here. Looks like they're also rotating to the right side, complete with fine drummer here and flag bearer, also with the Old Glory there. So they are making their way round. Looks like they might be trying to make a run in to go in for the final melee. Let's wait and see. We'll follow the Union troops as they make their way round. It's all very gentlemanly warfare going on here. Waiting for the opportunity to maybe turn and present. And let's see. There we go, turning to present against the Confederacy. In comes the line fire from the Union troops. They are charging. The Confederacy are now charging into the Union lines. As you can see, lots of fire going in. There we go. There begins the melee charge. And the hand-to-hand has begun. Looking pretty bad for the Confederate with only 10 people remaining. I think it's fair to say the Union may have it on this particular battle. And it's a pretty good display here by the Union. Let's see, there's Louisiana, there's Captain Genie trying to fight off the Union troops, doing a great job as well. Look at that swordplay, trying to block those bayonets as they're coming in. So, oh, he's taken one down, taken another down, taken a third down. Oh, correction, one of them was a team kill. And the final man, Captain Genie, is no more. And the round has ended. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, well, we are on to the next round. Here we are watching the Confederates led by General Janik here, complete with blonde hair. And there's Master Shot carrying the Confederacy colours. Don't these fellas look glorious? Look at them. Filing into battle, all well drilled, and impersonating dogs. Help! Love it. So, oh, looks like the line at the back here is a little scrappy, but they are making their way. There we go. Last big line round after this, a normal battle. So this is good stuff. So here we go. Line battle again. Great big huge line battle going on, and then they'll move into the various regiments for the standard line battle. So look at this. There we go. So there they are lined up. Confederates all lining up. Standard two-file rank there. First rank kneeling so that the rank above them or behind them can then fire over the top of their heads. So that's what gives you the sheer amount of firepower. Now, let's see if we can lock in on the Union troops. Where are they? They must be here somewhere. I'm guessing they're coming from over here somewhere. Let's do a lock-in, the normal lock-in style. Here we go. Here are the Unions. The Unionists making their way up towards the battlefield. So, let's see what happens. Okay. Now, the question is, are they actually going to the same battlefield? That would be interesting. Ah, there they are. Ah, they're over there. So it looks like they're at the wrong battle. So it looks like the Unionists. The Union troops, call it that one, they're much easier, are now moving there, and I think the Confederacy are now moving along onto this battlefield section here, so they will be able to hide behind this wonderful retaining wall, and we all know how well those things deflect bullets. So there you can see the line infantry, the Union standards fluttering in the wind, ready for the forthcoming line battle. Drums and flutes being used. Look at these fellas, don't they look great? Getting themselves lined, ordered. There we go. Making sure everyone's lined up. Getting everybody into position. Trying to make sure the line's not too thin, as you want maximum firepower. See, look, you can see this staggered formation. Slightly staggered formation, so that you don't you fire in between the shoulders of one of these guys. So that's essentially how it works. So what we'll do is we'll move over and watch the Confederates get set up. Okay. So here are the Confederates all getting sorted out in their line. So you can see their staggered attempt there. There we go. So you can see them all staggering their positions and getting into the right location, complete with random flutage by Father Jack and Hornist Master Shot. So look, there you go, sorting out their position with officers buzzing around them, behind them like flies, and we just need to wait and see what happens. Ho! So as you can see, some people don't stand. Some people stand in front of their teammates. Oh, look! Can you see that range? The pistols being fired. Klinko, unfortunately, suffering from a team kill there. Look at that! Oh, good! Oh, good shot, sir. God, you can hear those bullets flying past. I think it's 2, maybe 3 rounds before they actually start to get the idea of the range. You can see they're starting to get the range already. Now, you notice what they're doing there is they're actually staggered it. So the first round, or the first bunch of guys... Oh, he took a shot in the leg. That was very unfortunate. They don't have anybody kneeling. So we shall see how that works out for them. There we go. Presenting is being done. There we go. So, oh, little bit of a possible lag glitch there. Graphical blur. Sorry about that. Whoopsie. So, let's see. There we go. Firing coming in from the Confederates. Oh, a couple of guys lying down on the job, as you can see. Looking good for the Confederates. They are taking cover behind the walls. This is smart play here by the Confederates. The rear line standing up and firing. And then the front line standing up and firing. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic stuff? So, smart play, making use of that retaining wall and trying, obviously, to make the best of the... taking out the cover for the Union troops. So, look at these guys. Look, all these bullets. Okay, here come the Union guys. They've decided to move out. Moving out to the left-hand side. Obviously, he didn't move out very far. Now, the question is whether or not the Confederate troops are going to move over to try and head them off, or whether or not they'll move over to the left to get a better shot at them. Still fire coming into the Union troops here from the Confederacy. And they're making their way over to this wooden bridge. The Kaiser? What? Okay. So... So, let's see. We're now watching these guys from the point of view, looking at the Confederates, which is where they are going to be focusing their attention. The question is what the Confederates decide to do once they see them. So, here we go. Look, you can see them moving. So, we might be talking about a possible fire and advance type situation. Difficult to say, but the problem is with this area is this is going to be open line battle. There will not be cover to hide behind to stop the bullets. There will be nothing but bodies to stop them. And that's when it gets messy. So there's Brigadier General Shaw, looking resplendent on his horse. There's a little bit of fire coming in from the Confederacy, taking out a few members of the Union troops. There we go, getting ready, forming into their position. The drummer gives a signal to form into the line, and they will be firing back at the enemy any moment. Yeah, it looks like they've gone for the kneel down option for the front row. Oh, fire coming in. Look at that. Oh, goodness me. Oh, so much fire. Wow, that was great fire by the Confederacy. Took out quite a few of the Union troops. So let's see if we can make a move over towards the Confederacy. These guys have really got a great idea of the range of these guns. Absolutely fantastic shooting here by all teams. So as you can see, 71 for the Confederates, 70 for the Union. The Confederates only have the advantage by one man and a few less horses, but... oh, look at that. Isn't that wonderful? See the bullets bouncing in front of these guys. God, you can just imagine what this was like to do this in real life. It must have been absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Just stand there while people fire at you. Oh, look at that. Fire coming in. Again from the Confederates, taking out quite a few members there of the Union line troops. Now, bear in mind, obviously, the rifles or the guns are a little bit more accurate than they would have been in the Napoleonic War era. So, probably not by much, but enough to make a difference. So you can see, Confederate have 59, 57. So, it's very, very close here. Look at that. Oh, nice shooting. Excellent shooting there by the by both sides. In fact, the Unionists taking out quite a number of the Confederacy, but the Confederacy then replying in kind with accurate and deadly shooting. Look at this first line. Wow. Both the drummer boys are dead. Oh, that's tough. That's a tough gig. So you can see here, fire coming in from the Union troops. Let's see the numbers. 46 versus 53. The Confederacy has the advantage in numbers. This guy is a brave soul holding the colours. Another man goes down as the Confederacy yet again find their accuracy with their guns and take down yet more of the Union troops. Let's see if we can get over here to the Confederacy and see how things are going. 50 versus 39. They have the advantage of 10 people. And you've got to say that the accuracy of the Confederacy troops in this particular round has been phenomenal. These guys are doing really, really well. Now, the Union guys have decided to make a run for it. Yet more fire coming in from the Confederacy, taking out more of the Union troops. Now, the thing is, the Union troops have decided to cheese it over the hill and possibly get behind a barricade. So let's see what these guys decide to do. They might try and form up near the camp and use that as a defensive point and wait for the Confederacy to come towards them. Who's this brave soul? There's Brigadier General Shaw, complete with his Colt firearm. Using that to his standard Union pistol there. Very nice indeed. 6-shooter, I do believe. Wonderful gun. Not sure if that, I think that might have been lever loaded, so you pour in the black powder and then you put in the bullet at the top of the chamber and then you actually use the little lever that's under the barrel to lever it into position ready to go. So, at least I believe that's the case. I have actually fired one of those guns for real and they're noisy and they're dirty. Aha, here we go. The smack talk has begun. Accusations of cowardice from the Confederacy against the Unions. And you can see here the reason why the Unionists decided to cheese it is they lost quite a considerable number. 31 versus essentially 50. So there's 20 difference. Now, the question is, can the Unionists play it smart and use their situation to take out as many as possible? Now, the question is, where the bloody hell are they? Aha! No, don't put the flag up in the cornfield, because that just indicates where you are. So, what they've got to do is, here we go. So here's the Union troops making use of the cornfield. So they've got to make sure that the flag stays down, and this guy will need to stay out of the way. This is waiting for the Confederacy to come to them, waiting for the opportunity to then fire back. Single officer keeping a view of what's going on. There you go. Major Romanov pushes back into the corn. So that is actually essentially hiding their numbers. Now the trouble is, obviously the mechanics of the game mean that these fellas over here, if they don't see them, how are they going to move in the right direction? So we'll have to see how that progresses. Now, what are the Confederate troops up to? Here we go. Looks like they're forming up into a nice collection of troops, as you can see. Nice lines going on, making general fire. There we go. Looks like they're reorganising their lines now, in behind the flags and the colours. Looks like a possible double or triple line, or column I should say, as they're moving down towards the farm and the fort down there with the cornfields. So the question is, why are they setting up as a line? What are they looking to do? Yeah, don't stand in front of them. There we go. So the question is, what are they going to do? I really need to stop saying that. Okay, so if you were the Confederate troops, what would you be doing? Because you're moving into a situation here. Why are we hiding in the wheat field? Oh, brilliant. That's great. Okay, someone's just given away the game. It's a trap. It's a tarp. Look out, it's a tarp. So, I think the Confederacy now know they're in a wheat field. They've got to go and deal with the wheat fields. So, as you can see, column of Confederacy troops now. The question is, which wheat field are they in? Zachary McLean has, McLean I should say, has mysteriously snuffed it. Now, they've got a 50-50 chance of getting it right, and they've gone for a different wheat field. Possibly to hide their numbers or to shoot back. Let's see what happens. So it's all very quiet. They're hunting rabbits. Oh my goodness. That guy's got eyeliner on, I swear. Either that was very boggle-eyed. Here we go. Here we go. Fire cut up. Oh, yep, somebody just popped up the flag. No, they're not in the wheat field. There's nobody in there. Anybody you happen to see on the wheat field is purely coincidental. So there's the guy with his lovely pistol. So that is Brigadier General Shaw. And let's see. Where are these guys? These guys are playing it safe. Now, the question... Oh, what's this fella doing? Dying. Dying is what he's doing. So, they kind of confirmed now that he's coming from the wheat field. And this lovely formation that they've got here. You can see a nice angle. So they can fire into the wheat field. Get the range of it if they can. And then cover all eventualities. So out to the left, out to the right. Now, it looks like they're deciding to be aggressive. So there you go. There's Major General Nitek, who is ready to lead the troops in. Forming a nice... Ah, there we go. The flag has been flown. Fire coming in from the Confederacy, taking out a few number of the Union troops. They are now looking to fire back with the numbers that they have remaining to them. Great fire from the Union troops, taking out numbers of the enemy. Very good stuff indeed. As now the Confederacies move forward and go in for the charge. Corporal Alucard leading the charge in, and a few people being killed. There we go. This is the charge coming in. Fire going in. A little bit of fire from the Union troops, taking out people. As you can see, the Confederacy taking down the numbers, 17 versus 35, double the numbers, 2-1. and lots of rabid dogs all over the place. So this is essentially, if you want your corn to be extra good in the harvest, then obviously you've got to water it with plenty of blood, as that seems to be the case. People running away in the cornfield. This could be an extremely long battle, as trying to find anyone in the southern cornfield is going to be a nightmare. So there's Lucafix, making sure he doesn't stab one of his own. So that could be the round over. Aha! Major General Lance. Doesn't he look wonderful with his cavalry bonnet on? Oh, shots, sir! Aha! Duels for the win. So this might be a duel between the two commanding officers. This should be interesting. Don't shoot at the Union General. They will duel it out. This should be good. This should be interesting. Okay, here is, I think, possibly, is that the Confederacy Colonel? There we go. So, looks like they're moving out. Firing squad. No, I think this could be a... So, there's the General. Firing squad. Okay, an honourable firing... Is there such a thing as an honourable firing squad? So, he's watching because he doesn't trust this guy behind him. So, they're basically saying there's going to be a duel for honour, which is a good thing. Okay. So, a few problems in the ranks there by the sound of it. So, there is the General, who seems a little bit outnumbered. No, don't kill him. Okay. So the question is, what are they going to do? Oh dear. Okay, so what was about to be an honourable duel completely turned into a complete cluster. Oh well, never mind. Let's go on to the next round. Map change. Be right back. Glory, glory, hallelujah. This is a standard line battle for the next round. Oh, heavens above. Look at these fellas. Don't they look wonderful? The 14th NYSM. Look at these fellas. Don't they look great in their uniforms? Oh, okay. These guys look like they're... Oh, goodness me. So there we go. Looks like 1B7th. There we go. And these fellas over here doing their exercises, because calisthenics are important on the battlefield. The 5th New York, or the 5th NY, I'm guessing. And these guys over here training. 28th MA. Oh, cannonballs. It's time for cannonballs. And somebody's horse just got shot. And these fellas over here are the 24th. So, what the hell are they doing up here? Okay, so suicide, and we're on to this round. This should be good. Oh, two-dimensional bird. Gotta love them. I just love the music on this game. Just fantastic. Musicians do not get enough love. So there you have 6th NYC. There's Ben Obi there, cavalryman, complete with rifle. Very nice indeed. Look at that. So it looks like a little bit advanced from the standard flintlock. So we'll see. Okay. Invisible flutist. What can I say? So, 2nd USSS, lots of S's in that, as these guys are getting themselves set up for the line battle. So you can see up here the other troops from the Confederacy, and you've now got artillery in this line battle. So you can see the artillery being set up. Here are the Confederates looking to fire back at the enemy. There we go, some more enemy over there. More Confederate fire coming down. Let's have a look at these cannons. Looks a bit dirty, I have to say. Certainly larger bore cannon than you would see on Napoleonic Wars. So, oh, pardon me, excuse me. So, but unfortunately they don't keep the cannons that clean by the sound of it. Oh, cannonball. Cannonball in the face. Straight over the top of their teammates, who are also here looking at the getting their cannons sorted out. So, who's this fine bald-headed gentleman with a beard? Artillery Engineer Folk Eos, saw the Confederacy. He's out with his hammer and he's putting in defensive areas for the artillerymen. So, let's see what's going on. There is Lieutenant General Janik, or Lieutenant, as the Americans would call him. And who is this fellow? This is von Steuben. And who is this lot? There is Captain Genie with the Louisiana Regiment. Don't they look wonderful in their sailor-like shorts? Don't they look like a bunch of swarthy brigands? So you can see a bit of fire coming in here. Bit of fire being traded between these fellows here. Let's see, there's the first VA. Who's this fellow? Major Slayer. So there you can see the Colt pistol there being reloaded. You've also got Potato Logic there doing a good job defending, as you've got more of the Union troops moving up a little bit closer, offering a bit of fire. And there's 2nd Lieutenant Griffin taking pot shots at people. And there's Iwelly. And there's Brigadier General Felsau. Oh, there we go. Union troops taking, doing some damage into the Confederacy. So you can see now. Let's go up high, see what's going on. So there we go. We've got some more there. More Union troops moving up. Okay, cavalry. This could be bad. This could be bad for the Unionists. You've got cavalry moving in, trying to take out as many people as possible. Now, that could be Union cavalry, difficult to say. But lots... No, that's the DA, that's the Orleans. So that is the Confederacy cavalry. Looking very bad. Oh, dear. So that's very unfortunate for this bunch of Unionists. Been surprised by the cavalry. Sabre sweeps coming out. Von Krell taking down people. Private Sampson all over the place. King Pavia also getting taken down by a sabre. Let's see if we can follow. Oh, we're not going to follow this guy very much further. He just got dehorsed. And he picks up his shooter. Who is this? Cowboy. Apt name. And you've also got this fellow who appears to be walking off. So there's Pedro Dugavi B. And another fellow obviously making their way off. Now, let's see what's going on over here. Who is left remaining? This looks to be... There's Iwelly for the 5th New York. And 2nd Lieutenant Griffin, his second in command. So, looks like a bit of fire. Oh, Cowboy just got executed close range. And there is the late Cowboy's horse. So, all looking pretty good for the Union troops compared to the Confederacy. There is Cadet McConnor holding on to the colours. And Major Romanov Seems to be out of position somewhat, as you can see. Let's go and see what's going on up high. So there we go. Barricades placed for the Union troops. They can then hide behind that, giving them a little bit of cover. Not much, but a little bit. And you can see some more Confederacy troops moving in here. You've got another fellow over here. Let's see, that's Nitek, the Major General. And Lieutenant General. Oh, correction. The late Major General Nitek. The commanding officer has just been taken down. Very bad news there. So there's Louisiana Captain Genie. And he is one of life's special treasures, as you can see by his face. So, as you can see, they're going to be setting up into a small line. Oh dear, look at that. Second 1B to second WI. Lots of fire coming in. In come the cavalry, trying to take out these Union troops. So there we go. There's Private Slowden all over the place. God, this is messy. Oh, this is messy. This is not good. Lots of stabbing going on. Lots of team killing. And lots of horses. So a couple of people being barged to the floor. Colonel Reaver doing a good job of taking down some people with his pistol. And you've got a Darkzor there going in and trying to mop up what is left of the Union troops. There's Major Slayer there, taking a pot shot at the remainder of the... Oh, there we go. I think he just got somebody there with a nice pistol shot. So, a couple of nice pistol shots there as these Confederacy troops are looking to shoot back. I think they're Confederacy. It's hard to tell nowadays. So... Okay. So, as you can see, the 14th NYSM taking down some members of the DA. So, there's Madison, Private Jesse. Artillery looking wonderful. And looks like he's going in to do something with his loading baton, which can only go well. Looks like he's moving in to be some line infantry, so he's going in to help his friends. Let's see. So what we're going to do is move over here to see the Confederate artillery encampment. Here we are. 14th NYSM defending, and there's the 58th. And you've also got some of the 2nd USS. So let's see. There we go. Karantuki leading out the 2nd USSS. Bugler Jimmy! Bugler Jimmy, who seems to be stuck up a horse's ass. Oh dear. Oh dear. Extremely daft, but extremely good fun. Engineer Generalissimo for the 2nd USS, as we've got fire coming in. Who's this person who's charging? I think he's moving back to get back with his troops. As you can see, fire coming in. Oh, look at this nice outflanking maneuver here by the Confederate troops. They're now moving in, taking out the 14th NSM. These guys not very long on this earth, as you can see. A little bit of stabbiness going on there. Private Matthew McGurk. I wonder if he's related to Roy McGurk. If you get that radio reference, I'll be very impressed. The Amazing Nano, complete with his flag. So let's see how we're doing. 41 versus 3. Okay, that's interesting. So the Confederates basically have 3 men left. Correction, they have no men left. So the trouble is, part of the problem is the fact that uniforms look quite similar. So sometimes it's difficult to tell them apart. Anyway, moving on to the next round. Stay tuned. And so, we are back with the next round. And you can see here the Confederates making their way, bringing the artillery into place. That will be the engineer, of course. Now, this seems to be a good position for their artillery. There we go, quickly unlimbered. And Jesse and Corporal Lesno will begin the artillery bombardment. Okay, that's interesting placement of bags, but ho, 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 ho. No, hey ho even, God's sake. Okay. Brain is not working. Help me, brain. Help me. And the cannonballs go straight into the enemy there. Oh, look at that. Another kill there for straight into a Private Obama. Oh dear. And he's just won the election as well. What a shame. So you've got another fellow over here who's carrying the flag, flying the flag for his troops. There's a Confederate cavalry. Now, who is this fella? Who is this fine fellow? Cadet McConnor. That's probably not going to survive that long. There's Fabian there, Fabian 0078. As Coltrane there, also setting up as the cavalry is now coming towards them. Few pot shots at the cavalry as they are driving past. So you can see here there's Ranson as well. And you're also looking at Lieutenant Griffin. So you can see the fire coming in as they are trying to set up over in the far side, a little bit of extended fire from the artillery. And as you can see, here are all the troops who are currently in place. Look at these fine fellows. These are the guys who are here to have fun and shoot people in the face. Because that's what it's all about. Except obviously for him, he's not going to be doing much. So, fine engineering at work. Looks like they're setting up. Now the question is, where is the artillery for the Unionists? I'm not seeing much. So a couple of Union troops are dead. And let's move in to see what we can find up here. Oh, there we go. Fanfu taking out a few members of the Unionists. Ah, this is interesting. The cavalry guys have actually dismounted from their horses, parked their horses in a nearby car park, or horse park I suppose you could say, clippity-clop, clippity-clops, and are now using those rifles to engage the enemy line infantry who are guarding the artillery. So they'll obviously then move back to their horses, remount, at the same time as a group of line infantry is pushing up on the left-hand side here. Oh, this is going to go badly, possibly. Let's see. Fire coming in here. Who is that? That's Colonel Sanders. Has he got a white bit? He has as well. Look at that. Oh, brilliant. There's Captain Calvin at the end. Standard line, don't these wonderful. 54th MA looking absolutely brilliant. So, MA? No, that's not Michigan, is it? MA is not. Okay, so it looks like that cavalry is now made away and has disappeared over the horizon, as you can see, with the guys who lost their horses now following on foot. Poor sods. Kind of feel bad for them. However, I wonder if they're about to surprise this lot. No, they're joining in with the line, so that's okay. So these are the 1st VA. They're now holding, joining them for a line, and they will be shooting, no doubt, at those fellows over in the line on the other side. So, let's see, as we are moving into the centre of the battlefield, as not much is going on. Looks like the cavalry here for the Confederates may be moving in quickly to possibly engage some of the Union line troops. So we're just checking over here on the right side of the map, as it looks like the cavalry is setting up for a potential ambush. So let's see what happens. Let's follow them quietly. Who's that? There's First Lieutenant. There's the commander, First Lieutenant Eric. Okay. So there's Blackadder and oh, so many people in here. The Epic Cheese. That, sir, is a wonderful name. Right, I'm seeing... Yep, look. Can you see that in the middle there? It looks like some cavalry possibly going around the artillery sections, maybe. Difficult to say. Let's see if we can move in. Difficult to say at the moment. It's trying to keep... Ah, there we go. It's trying to keep in touch with everything that's going on the battlefield. So you can see a bit of cavalry slicing somebody in the back there. He managed to survive. Gets out his saber. Can he block it? That's Major Slayer. Going to try and take down the enemy horseman. So he's got to watch out as there's a guy sneaking up behind him. And he gets taken out. Major Slayer gets barged to the floor. So, let's see. Oh, quick random execution there by Cadet McConnor. And as you can see, lots of horse-based murder going on. Now, this guy is determined to defend himself. As you can see, who's this fire? Oh, William Cook, defending himself with his Colt firearm. And you are looking at lots of stabby goings on. As you've got this cavalry over here taking down people left, right and centre. So there we go. You can see the Confederate... Oh no, somebody's just been horsed. He's about to get stabbed any minute now. His horse is dead next to him. Nearly gets barged over by his teammate. Who is that? That's Corporal Ocht. Or Oecht. Nice shot, sir. Gets out his sabre. His sabre is out, and let's see if he's going for the remaining members. Oh, it might be going for a spare horse. No. Oh, no. So let's see if we can lock in on what's going on. So there's Private Ace. This seems to be the last stand here. Let's see. 58 versus 46. There's still plenty to play for. Oh, there we go. See, cavalryman. Candide is no more. So these are the defenders of this hill. Oh, Captain Calvin came very close to being hit by a cannonball. Needs to get his striped arse behind that defensive area. As you can see, it's now taking out the defences. So great play here, Lan. Let's see what's going on. There we go. Here we are. So it looks like you've got the Union troops taking out the Confederate here, who are trying to defend themselves. So you've got fire coming in from the officers. And you've got, obviously, the engineer here, Private Swiss, who's trying to defend himself as he manages to, or I said, Mr. Finn T managed to execute one of his teammates. Oh, dear. So many dogs left around here. Private D'Artagnan. So let's see what's going on as we've got John Reed also amongst the battle. Who's this gentleman on a horse? Who's that fellow? There's Recruit von Steuben, who looks a little bit like Beaugest. Well, less so now, but let's see if we can lock in what's going on. So these fine fellows, the 1B 2nd WI. Oh, don't these wonderful guys look great? Look at this, Private Ochnot. So those guys are still remaining. As we are looking over to Colonel von Highlander, Hootsmon and all that, as this appears to be the artillery of the Confederates. So you can see, yep, it is. There's Private Seb, and they are engaging. There we go, Bacon A, Blackadder B. Lovely fire coming in here from the Louisiana Regiment, taking pot shots at the enemy who is shooting at them. So you've got Private Vincent out there with his rifle. And let's see if we can lock in on what's going on. Bugler Jimmy! Bugler Jimmy! And I've got to say, I'm impressed the way that he can actually bugle with a pipe in his mouth. That's pretty good bugling, I have to say. So, there is Colonel Sanders, 54th MA. Looks to being set up, consolidating his line, And who are these fellas over here? Here's the first. 28th MA. And let's see what's going on. Looks like they're now starting to move up onto the Confederacy artillery defense. Now, the trouble is they've got a cannon pointing towards them, as you can see. A little bit of cannony goodness. So the cannon fire going in, unfortunately, that's not been successful. You've got a few more of these guys here. Or less so now. But they're trying to pick up the Confederacy flag. Oh no! The colours, man. Taken down by a wonderful cannonball there from Corporal Lesno. And they're now moving in. More Union troops are being killed. Colonel Sanders has just been cooked with 54 special herbs and spices. So let's see. The Union has lost their flag. That is not good. Not good at all. It's all about the pride of the flag and random dog woofs. So, as you can see, let's see what's going on. 10 versus 33. The Confederates are doing so well in this particular round. Oh, stabby goodness going on all over the place. Little bit of team killing, which is always inevitable in this kind of match. So there we have it. 5 Union members remaining now. Let's see what they're up to. Aha! This is them. Okay, maybe that's one less then. Yep, 4 remaining. So that basically means there's these 3 and 1 other elsewhere. So this guy, Bugler Jim Lee, appears to be having a little bit of a seizure. Okay, and this is going to be... Now, this has got to be the most random rock I've ever seen. Look at this. This guy's going to run into trouble very soon. Get out of the way of the random sword. Look out. Oh, look at that. Going in for the strike with a rifle butt. Gonna butt him to death. Going for that horse. Oh, swing past the horse. Okay, let's see what's going on. Yeah, there we go. Go for him. Go for him. Quick, quick. Get in there. Oh, no. And he's been killed. So let's see what's going on. It's Jimmy. Jimmy's the last man standing. No. Who is the last man remaining? Where is that final man? Where is he? So they're destroying everything. Typical. So as you can see, everyone's GGing. Lots of GGs going on and random executions. Because they're obviously frustrated because they can't find anything. Now, I wonder if that is... Yeah, that's the guy who's AFK at the spawn. So I think it's fair to say that that will be a random slay. And there you have it. So, there you have it, boys and girls. That has been this wonderful North v South battle for this evening with so many wonderful players here. It's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for watching. And I hope you enjoyed the commentary. If this proves to be popular, then who knows? There may be more commentary coming of the battles between the Confederate States